Welcome back, everybody. Are you feeling nice and stretched and warmed up and ready to go? Perfect. So we're back in our room. It is pretty clear. I'm on a carpet or a rug, but if you have yoga mats at home, you can use that. If you have blankets, you could spread those along the floor, but you want more of a soft surface when you're doing this. Definitely don't want to do this on a hardwood floor. So first thing, we're going to start with some stations. I'm just going to show you a couple, so this video will go pretty fast, and then you can turn it off and try it on your own or rewatch if you want. So our first station is a teeter-totter. A teeter-totter is a beginning handstand, okay? And everybody does it their own way, and we want to support that for our child, whether they want to lift up one leg or two legs or get used to placing their hands on the ground, that's okay. Okay, these stations are based around our preschool class plan. The toddler class plan involves some of the skills, but it's mostly in an obstacle course, whereas preschool does stations, and they know that they stay at their station until they hear, switch to your next station. You can do it any way you want because you're at home. Okay, so teeter-totter. Who remembers what this is called when you stretch those arms nice and tall and your legs are tight? Body check, a body check. So we always start in a body check with our feet together. Okay, the next one, take a step forward. What's this called? Kind of sounds like lunge. That's it, it's a lunge. So we have our body check and our lunge, and you're going to stretch those arms all the way to the ground and stand right back up. That's the first step. That's called a lever. Everybody say lever, or you can call it a lever, whichever way. So that's part one. Body check, lunge, lever. I like calling it a lever because you leave one foot on the ground. Next, let's spice it up a little bit, okay? If you feel like being tricky, you can lift up both legs. So you do body check, lunge, reach those hands, and as you reach those hands, you're pushing off of this front leg for a teeter-totter. So your legs kind of going like a little split. Does that make sense? Yeah, a little split, okay? For a preschool, everyone has been able to do this safely by themselves. You just want to make sure that there's space around the room. If you want to jazz it up a little bit, if you have a firm couch pillow, you can place that down on the ground. Okay. The goal of this is to start and finish in the same position with the space in between your legs. So you do your body check, you do your lunge. Instead of placing your hands on the ground, you can place them on the pillow for a teeter-totter. Okay? That's very nice, everyone. So you practice now. We'll put that there for later. Yep. There it goes. Next thing is a cartwheel. Okay? And it's up to you how you want to do this. In all of these you can do or you don't have to do. If you're not feeling safe to do it with your child, that's completely fine. Just, do what you want. Next one is our cartwheel. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can place maybe mats on the ground if you want, or once again pillows. And the goal for this is to use our arm muscles to get our legs up into the air, however high that may be. Okay, so what we do, and this is just like when we're getting ready for our teeter-totter. You still do a body check, you still do a lunge. Now the only difference is, instead of having our hands go forward like a teeter-totter, your hands turn sideways. Okay, and you should try this both ways so you figure out which side is your child's dominant side, their side one, as they say in acrobatics. Okay, so you do a big stretch, a big lunge, turn your hands sideways and place them on a pillow, and try to jump those legs over like you're drawing a rainbow with your toes. Over. Okay? You can try it the other way. Body check, lunge, turn your hands sideways. I'm turning my fingertips toward the couch. And jump your legs right over, okay? You can give that a try. If they don't want to go that high on a pillow, you can place their hands down on the ground. I'm going to use my niece's little Lammy, okay? Hi, little Lammy. Hi, friends. So they're going to place their hands on the ground. If you want to help with this, you hold on to their hips and place them over, okay? So basically, these kids are light. You can hold them like this, and they go wherever you want, okay? We want to work on jumping our legs over and landing on our feet instead of our knees. Kids are very comfortable just kind of collapsing on the other side, but we want to get those hands and feet only. No knees, no bottoms, all that. Okay, so that's cartwheel. Thank you, little lamb. Next up, let's check my notes here. A forward roll. Okay, and this is, once again, up to you. It involves tucking your head and rolling, and we want to do it properly, not to hurt our neck or anything like that. So, to start our forward roll, and you can stack up more pillows if you want, place them side by side to make it a little bit more cushy for them, or you can have them stand on the little pillow, place their hands down below. That also will make it easier, and I'll show you all of those. So for the forward roll, once again, we work on technique and form. Start in a body check, make yourself real tall, then squat down, making yourself real small, and you want to get your child to tuck their head. One way you can do that for the older kids is if you have a piece of paper or a soft, small stuffed animal, and just place it right here on the chest, and they touch their chin right there, okay? Place their hands down, lift your bottom up. I always say, give your knees a kiss, and roll right over. Very nice. This old house makes a lot of noise as I roll. So that is your forward roll. You can give it a try. Our goal is to stand up without using your hands. So that means still start with your hands, but when you roll and stand up, your arms reach up for the sky, okay? Now let's try with the mat. So the way to do that is they can place their hands down on the ground and their feet on the mat. Tuck your chin. I always say look for your belly button. Roll forward and stretch up tall. Okay? So that's with the mat or with the couch cushion. Next, I don't know if I need this, we'll see. Oh, a spider walk. So, Spider-Man walk. Now, normally we do this walking our feet up the wall, pretty self-explanatory. Once again, you want to make sure that if you have wall space to use, or if you're outside, if you have a tree you can use, you want to make sure that the ground around is soft, carpet. If you have a mat, sure thing, to place down, okay? Now this is working on our arm strength, okay? Keeping super duper strong arms, and this is also core, okay? So for now, I'm going to use the couch, which will be easy peasy for me. So you place your hands down on the ground, lift your bottom up, and walk your feet up as high as you'll go. I'll go up to the side, okay? And then walk them down, okay? The goal is walking up and walking down instead of walking up and sliding down, because you can bump your knees. You don't want to do that, okay? Trying to find a bigger space, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen today, but you guys can try it. The goal for this one, you keep walking up until your belly is flat against the wall. That's a little advanced. Right now, preschoolers are mostly going up to more of an L-ish position, so their feet are straight. Their legs are straight like this, okay? You can also work on walking up a little higher. It's up to you. Okay. Last thing is a bridge up. And once again, this is up to you. This is using back, your arm, your leg muscles, okay? So first, the positions. Once again, we're working on form. You stretch out. This is a layout position. Everybody say layout. Oh, thank you. Layout. Now to do this, you need to bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor with your legs a little bit apart. Bend your elbows so your hands are flat on the floor. Then you're going to take your tummy and push it up. But you have to use those strong arms and strong legs to lift up. And then to get down, you look up at the ceiling. And you can rock your back out. Oh, my back just cracked a little bit. Okay? Now this is a challenge, obviously, for the kids. So if you want to help, and you don't have to, once again, this is an option you can do. You don't have to do that. Okay? I'm going to use Little Lammy. When Little Lammy bridges up, I hold on to the upper back. Okay? And when they're ready to come down, you want to take that head and tuck it in so they come down comfortably. All right? Otherwise, if their head comes down, they could pull their hair. It's just uncomfortable for them. And it's safer to tuck your chin. Everything in tumbling that requires rolling or bridging, make sure you tuck your chin. Okay? So those are 5 options you guys can do inside or outside. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, friends.